Bernie Sanders was on Dana Bash's show, State of the Union. Sanders was looking at this, the Build Back Better bill, the original one, as being, I think, a capstone to his career. And it would have been. It would have been, I don't know if you could call it transformative, but it would have been a significant change in the way that the government, the relationship between government and citizens in many respects. Because it would have, said, there are certain things that you can expect from the government to help provide for you. And I don't know if the Biden administration sends him out in this instance, or he does this on his own, or, other groups, or, but here he is on with Dana Bash.
Would you be willing to campaign against either Senator Sinema and or Senator Manchin in a Democratic primary?
Well, that's a long way coming. They're not up until 2024. But if there were strong candidates in those states who were prepared to stand up for working families, who understand that the Democratic Party has got to be the party of working people taking on big money interests, if those candidates were there in Arizona and West Virginia, yes, I would be happy to support them.
How frustrated are you?
Well, it's not only those two. It is 50 Republicans who have been adamant not only in pushing an anti-democratic agenda, but also opposing our efforts to try to lower the cost of prescription drugs, trying to expand Medicare to include dental, hearing, and eyeglasses, to improve the disastrous situation in home health care, in child care, to address the existential threat of climate change. You got 50 Republicans who don't want to do anything except criticize the president. And then you have, sadly enough, 2 Democrats who choose to work with the Republicans rather than the president, and who have sabotaged the president's effort to address the needs of working families in this country. Is it frustrating? It sure is. But my view, Dana, is we need a new direction, a new approach in the Senate. I think after 6 months of negotiating, so-called negotiating behind closed doors with Senators Manchin and Senator Sinema, we need to start voting. We need to bring important pieces of legislation that impact the lives of working families right onto the floor of the Senate. And if the Republicans want to vote against lowering the cost of prescription drugs, climate change, home health care, whatever it may be, and if the Democrats, 2 Democrats want to join them, let the American people see what's happening. Then we can pick up the pieces and pass legislation.
So I want to.
I mean, there is, I think that's all you have left at this point. And the idea is to show, and I don't know, frankly, how effective this is, but I'm not sure what else there is for them to do in the Senate, aside from, confirming judges, which I think will actually have more material value. And I guess for individual candidates, it will help to make individual candidates up for re-election in 22 take tougher votes, maybe. And I don't know who that would be necessarily. Maybe Ron Johnson. You make him vote against specific things. I mean, I would like to see things that were a little bit more targeted. If you're going to do that strategy, because that's maybe all you have left, you come up with 6 bills, and one that is designed to make Ron Johnson take a rough vote, one that's designed to who else would be up for re-election? A couple others, maybe. I mean, that would put pressure on them specifically. But
I think giving up on one reconciliation bill is a mistake, though. I mean, there's nothing will get passed outside of reconciliation. Nothing.
Yes, it's not clear what can get passed in reconciliation either until Joe Manchin decides what it is that he wants or not. But we shall see.